It's time to resurrect the hero. Now, this resurrection is about no longer avoiding darkness and instead going into the darkness, confronting it and emerging with a deeper sense of self. It is that death and rebirth. Not literal, of course, but psychological, spiritual. Carl Jung famously said, "The hero's main feat is to overcome the monster of darkness." It's the long hoped for and expected triumph of consciousness over the unconscious. I want you to imagine this. There's a story about a samurai who was sent off to slay a mighty beast. Rumors around the town all speculated that this beast was ruthless. He was towering. That no one had ever entered the beast's cave and returned. So the samurai mentally prepared. He said goodbye to his loved ones. He packed his sword and set out on the journey. Across rivers, over mountains, through storms, he battled exhaustion, fear, doubt. And then he finally reached the mouth of this cave. And before stepping in, he kind of peered in at the darkness. Nothing. Moved in, one step at a time, slowly. There was no roar, no shaking earth, no snarling teeth. Only silence and a mirror. No monster, just a reflection. It turns out there was never a beast out there. It was the shadows within him, his anger, his grief, pride, fear. And in that moment, he realized this battle could not be won with the sword. This battle demanded truth. And that's what we miss, isn't it? We prepare to fight the world thinking it's the external that breaks us. It's the critics, it's the failure, the loss. But often, what defeats us lives inside us. The resurrection of the hero doesn't begin with applause, it begins with awareness. With the courage to look inward, to confront what we've buried, to sit eye to eye with our own demons, and choose to rise anyway. I'll never forget hearing Admiral McRaven say that it is in our darkest moments we must be our very best. I found it moving, almost to the point of tears, and I guess after spending some time thinking about it, I realized I felt that way because buried beneath his quote is the implication that we can, that strength in such moments is required, that when we feel like the world is too heavy, we are capable of being more than we've ever been. How powerful a thought. And so the question is, are you willing to face it? To look the monsters in the eye and say, I can rise above. X, Y, Z has been holding me down, and I'm going to dismantle the entire thing, false narrative by false narrative. I am worthy. I can get what they have. I do owe myself greatness. I can keep promises that I make to myself. I can measure up to my own ideals. The only question is whether you're willing to look right into that reflection. To stop projecting out at the world and seeking imaginary monsters outside the cave. Nothing external is an adversary. In fact, I'd go as far as to say we are confusing adversaries for mere variables and minor details. You're not your past. You're not old stories. You're not your excuses. You're not what's being said about you. You are what the reflection staring back allows you to be. You are the strength buried beneath those shadows, so long as you face them, so long as you immerse yourself into them. It's time to resurrect that hero, to stop running from your own potential and step right into the chaos, to point the compass directly at the storm so that you can become the person capable of weathering it. Most will run away. Most will let the best of themselves fade to black, dissipate into the sands of time. But you, in this moment, can resurrect the hero. No magic, no tricks, no miracles, but simply by knowing it already exists within you. Knowing that the two eyes staring back in the mirror are begging you for courage, pleading that you start this journey of a lifetime. So no matter how heavy the world feels, no matter how impossible the road ahead seems, don't turn back. Don't wait. Resurrect the hero.